Accountability is a hot word in business these days. It's defined as the willingness to accept responsibility for one's actions. Sometimes it's non-actions, right? Just to cheer you up, think of people who are stressing you out by not being accountable. They're not taking ownership. You're pulling your hair out because they're not doing what you want. They're doing something you don't want them to do and need them to stop doing, or they're doing something in the wrong way. The Straight Talk book and workshop teach the skills of gaining commitment as a pathway to accountability. But so many commitments fall short. Sometimes we're the problem because of 3 faulty commitment expectations that perpetuate our stress and frustration. Think of those frustrating people I mentioned and had you think about. They're not doing what you want, they're doing something you want them to stop doing, or they're doing something the wrong way. Now be honest, for how many of those aggravating situations is at least part of the problem that you haven't conducted a true commitment conversation? The first flawed commitment expectation is expecting others to be mind readers. We don't make enough commitments. We don't have enough conversations about commitments. We may think, come on, it's their job. They should know. I shouldn't have to tell them. Well, maybe they should know, but their actions are saying that they don't know or that they just forgot. People aren't mind readers, so we need to put our mouths in motion and let sound come out. The second problematic commitment expectation is expecting ineffective commitment conversations to produce effective results. I have ineffective conversations because the process of communication is ineffective or there's content missing. Is it really a conversation? An expectation is unilateral and often unrealistic, less likely to be met, while a commitment is mutual, two-way, reality tested, and therefore more likely to be met. Do I come from a command and control posture, a monologue, or worse, duologue? Or is it a dialogue from a cooperative, collaborative posture? As I describe what I want, I need to chunk what I say into bite-sized pieces so that you can digest them. And I'll check your reactions along the way. I'll paraphrase your reactions and concerns before I respond. Something like, so you're worried that the timeline I'm proposing is too aggressive given our recent headcount cut. Okay, well, here's the budget for outsourcing. So I use a dialogue cycle: speak, check reactions, and paraphrase reactions. Then rinse and repeat: speak, check, paraphrase reactions. An effective commitment conversation needs this interpersonal process, and it needs proper content. Let's say I tell my 2 kids, guys, Johnny, Joey, I need you to clean up after dinner. Okay? Thanks. Well, what's wrong with that commitment? First off, it wasn't a 2-way conversation process, was it? But there was also missing content. Who's going to do what? They may fight about who's responsible for what. And what does clean up even mean? Will the table be cleared but dishes left in the sink with caked up food instead of in the dishwasher? Parents, you know what I'm talking about. And what century will it be completed? What's the incentive or reason for doing it? Effective commitment conversations include certain steps to correct missing content. G-A-I-N, to gain commitment. We need to include G, the goal, A, the advantages, I, the impediments, and N, the next steps. The goal, the G, needs to be in clear, observable, objective terms, not, I need you to be more of a team player. Well, you might not understand what the heck I mean by team player. Is it, I want you to participate more in meetings? Do I want you to share information about customers with our new sales reps? I need to map out exactly what behaviors and results constitute the goal I'm asking you to commit to. The A of GAIN is advantages. I need to sell you on the goals. What's in it for you, for me, the team, the company, our customers? The I of GAIN stands for impediments. I'll ask, what could stand in the way of you keeping this commitment with me or even buying in the first place? Now, you might be worrying, no, Rick, that's going to give the employee an excuse. But it actually takes the excuse away because we've discussed the obstacle and worked through it. The N of GAIN is next steps. I'll ask you to summarize the commitment. John, what's your understanding of our commitment and our agreement? That's going to build accountability and ensure mutual understanding. And then we'll set up the next steps. GAIN, the agenda for gaining commitment. Combined with two-way dialogue, it helps to make for an effective conversation when we're discussing commitments. The third flawed commitment expectation is expecting without inspecting. It's not enough to conduct enough agreement discussions and have them be effective with the right content and the right interpersonal process. I also need to inspect what I expect. Why should you take our commitment seriously if I don't follow up? I'm not taking it seriously. So I'll recognize and appreciate the commitments that you keep, and I'll hold you accountable by reminding you if you do drop the ball. Fairly and firmly, I'll let you know what you committed to was ABC, and what's happening is XYZ. What's up? Then we'll cooperatively work through that GAIN process again, and we'll hopefully obtain recommitment. So the next time you're frustrated with lack of accountability, ask yourself, did I conduct a commitment conversation at all? If I did, was it a true two-way dialogue? And did I use the right content, GAIN, to gain commitment? Finally, did I follow up on it to ensure accountability? You know, the leadership guru Peter Drucker wrote, unless a commitment is made, there are only promises and hopes, but no plans.